Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Monday, December the 12th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This message could play out today over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you, so I do ask that you only take with you what does resonate. Leave behind the rest. We're going to talk about the astrology, and then we're going to jump in with some cards. So the astrology aspect might be completely different from what is channeled through the cards. Usually it all kind of seems to blend together. Also keep in mind this reading is not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. And so we do have the sun in Sagittarius forming a sextile today to Saturn in Aquarius. And we also have Saturn transiting through the 12th house. And so when I think of the sun energy, I think of illumination. Sagittarius is very expansive energies. Aquarian energies is all about the collective, right? Our humanitarian mission, our social group is kind of what I'm feeling. And so I do feel if you've recently been struggling with obstacles and challenges and you've needed to really harness your resiliency, maybe you're in this attempt to quite possibly recover from a major setback. I feel this energy is bringing in this initiation when it comes to a restorative period, collectively speaking. And so it's this energy of finally being able to not only recover from a loss, but to make new progress when it comes to any spiritual development goals that you might have. And so I do want to mention it's going to be essential to face whatever inner issues are demanding your attention in these energies. Saturn deals with karma. It is the Lord of karma. And so a karmic cycle coming to a close when it comes to maybe facing where you've avoided certain responsibilities. It's this energy of making an effort to be responsible, to confront your inner demons, to manage any life difficulties in order to turn the karmic tides in your favor, right? Because we're constantly emitting this energy and then that karma is coming back to us based on what we're kind of putting out there. And so Saturn energy can be a little bit fearful, I guess, because it is like the Lord of karma. And so superficiality just isn't going to work when karma and Saturn are kind of involved in a transit. And so what I really want to say is what changes are necessary? What is it in your life that keeps bringing you this deep sense of dissatisfaction? Where do you have this desire for change? Where can you implement this change? Because Saturn kind of comes in and forces you to break free from any bondage when it comes to the same routine, the mundane, year after year after year. And so Saturn usually brings in some type of disaster in order to bring something to a final conclusion. So endings, conclusions. In order for a new cycle to begin, these old cycles kind of do have to come to an end. And so I do feel this energy of cosmic law and effect in place. So I do feel, though, if something could go wrong, it probably will over the coming days, especially if you've been like burning the candle at two ends, especially if you've been playing into all of these bad actions, choosing to repeat these bad actions over and over again. Saturn's bringing forward the result of the actions that you've kind of put out there. And so that's why it's kind of feared, because eventually what goes around always kind of comes back around. But Saturn transits can also bring forward all kinds of rewards and luck. There's always two sides to that karmic scale, right? And so if you've done the work, if you've crossed your I's, dotted your T's, if you've taken care of your responsibilities, a reward can come too. And so it's about tying up loose ends. If you've got no loose ends to tie up, then I don't think Saturn's coming in to cause any disarray or disaster. But it's about what house it goes through too, how this is going to affect you, because it does represent karma. Astrologically speaking, whatever house Saturn is transiting through, it could mean a good deal of karma coming from a certain area of your life, or a bad deal of karma, and with it in the 12th house. The 12th house is where we bury the past, right? The 12th house is the house of undoing. It is a house of karma, good or bad. And so I do feel Saturn might bring forward a certain level of pain and learning attached to the 12th house when it comes to burying the past, coming undone. Maybe learning lessons that you didn't know that you were learning throughout the entire year, some kind of conclusion before we enter into the new year. And so Saturn takes such a long time to return to that same spot. So we go through like 2 Saturn returns in our lifetime, usually around the age of 29 or 30. We experience a very painful karmic life lesson that transforms a certain area in our life. And then we repeat this cycle over and over and over again until we master that lesson. And so Saturn is about learning, evolving, teaching us a lesson, whether we want to learn that lesson or not. And so the 12th house also kind of represents our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind. It is also linked to our past lives, our karma from past lives, any subconscious imprints we've carried over with us from past lives. It also does represent the house of our hidden enemies and people from the past coming back to bury this karma. And so the 12th house can be very misinterpreted and misunderstood. And so there's a lot of different meanings attached to the 12th house. But essentially, it's like this incubating house when it comes for our thoughts to kind of grow and evolve. And so with the 12th house also in Aquarius, it is this out-of-the-box thinking. I actually have my 12th house in Aquarius. And so this is where we tap into all of this hidden unconscious awareness. We bring it into our forefront of the mind, and then we can affect the outcome of our thinking through clearing any old programming or old patterns and beliefs, maybe that you didn't even know that you had, in order to bury the past. So I feel this energy of something coming unraveled, something coming undone when it comes to these unconscious patterns that haunt each and every one of us. I think this energy of hidden secrets can harm you like skeletons in the closet kind of falling out. It's this energy of often we self-sabotage and we lead ourselves down the pathway of our own demise. And so I do feel some type of conclusion in the energy in order to go through a restorative period. So we're going to jump in with the cards. We're going to start with the tea leaf deck. And I've pre-shuffled everything. I also grabbed the Tarot of Dreams today to dig in with the tarot. So there is that energy of pay attention to your health. Ill health, depression. If you feel like you've got somebody working against you, like we got the vulture, I do think listen to your angelic team. Your angelic team is saying, hey, I think it's time to grieve this ending. And I think somebody's wanted to avoid going into the sorrow of this ending, maybe because there is money attached to this situation. Maybe there's money matters holding somebody back. Maybe these financial struggles have really prevented two people from building a solid foundation. But I do feel somebody's receiving some type of wise counsel from a female crossed over loved one. I do feel a feminine energy there saying, hey, you've got somebody working against you. Pay attention to your health. And so when we are stressed, when we are avoiding responsibility and we play into anxiety and stress and worry and fear, it creates all kinds of health issues. So you're going to want to really pay attention to your health. So the current situation, we got somebody here that is admiring somebody secretly. There's a secret admirer here. This is kind of feeling like a page of swords. Somebody thinking about maybe bringing forward some flowers, but there's no flowers in the vase. It's kind of just a thought. And I feel Sagittarius energy, the archer, the arrow, right? Somebody has been pulled back, facing all kinds of challenges, and they're about to be catapulted forward. So there's been a period of tension in this current situation regarding whatever aspect of your life is coming up. I do feel love with the secret admirer, and you are going to want to pay attention to your work as well. Maybe this is somebody you've been chatting with on the work front. Maybe somebody at work has been secretly admiring you. I'm not entirely sure, but I do see this full moon. So that Gemini full moon really, I feel, has redirected somebody to maybe communicate some secret feelings. So we're going to get some current energies and emotions. Mountain. Somebody's got some challenges to face for sure. Some major challenges to overcome. But these challenges, they will be overcome. And I do feel we've got the November energy. And so I do feel these challenges really started to feel insurmountable in the month of November. Likely through Scorpio season, there was some type of exposure when it comes to an imbalance here. I do feel somebody will persevere. And I do feel somebody definitely wants to get together with somebody that they've been secretly admiring from afar. Recent past, we get this fair woman. So maybe there's a woman from the past that somebody has been admiring from afar. And maybe greed has held them back. Maybe there's a woman here that's held on to somebody due to some greed. I'm going to get one more on that fair woman. Oh, I got two. No, we got somebody here that wants to, I feel, build a romance with this fair woman. We get the fan energy. And so I feel this energy, if somebody's been trying to energetically call somebody in, I do feel somebody wants to have success with this woman. So we've got a fair woman with blonde or gray or white hair. So likely an older woman, 40 or older. But I feel somebody's really been held back, maybe by somebody working against them with their finances. So we're going to see what the immediate future is. I feel money has held somebody back from taking action. And there are some forces here working against somebody when it comes to going towards a new romance is what I'm feeling. So we're going to see what surprise from the universe is. Someone is extremely stubborn. Yeah, I do feel this very stuck energy. Somebody in this situation is dealing with another who will never change. Extremely stubborn. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. But I feel this has really created a lot of dissatisfaction in somebody's life. So could be dealing with a jackass. This jackass could be a man, it could be a woman. We all can be a jackass at a certain point in time in our life. But I do feel this jackass is working against somebody here when it comes to maybe sending some news to this fair woman, some secret news, maybe preventing somebody from going towards success. But I feel somebody knows it's time to embrace these changes. Somebody here has some psychic eye abilities, but we are going to get an overall energy, and then I'm going to go deeper with the tarot here. Yeah, pay attention to your health. Somebody is working against another here, and I do feel this is being illuminated. I do feel somebody's trying to block somebody from going towards a new adventure, a fresh start, an emotionally secure foundation and loving family. And I do feel we got a fair woman and we got a dark woman. So we got two women coming out now. And I don't think this dark woman is going to have success. We've got a darker energy here, trying to create a wedge, trying to work against somebody, creating a period of anxiety, stress, dark night of the soul, depression. But you know what? There's going to be success here for sure. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. April. Maybe this fair woman is born in April. But I do feel somebody is going to be gossiping about some secrets here. And I do feel this is going to lead to somebody getting cut out of another person's life. Scissors are used to cut. There is definitely some disappointment when it comes to an affair. Maybe there is an affair going on here. But I do feel somebody really is trying to get somebody to do something against their will and trying to prevent them from going towards this new romance that's blooming and from sending a compliment to this fair woman, because there is a secret admirer here. And I do feel there is a pathway of money being waiting to be found. And we've got a darker energy woman here that is really trying to prevent somebody to go towards this new start, this fresh start. And I think whatever secrets are coming to light, I think Gonna watch who you're gonna want to watch who you share your secrets with, because somebody will gossip about everything that you've told them. And I do feel maybe come April, this will all kind of play out. But let's take a look at this secret admirer. I'm curious to see who this secret admirer is. Well, this secret admirer, I think, missed out on an opportunity with this fair woman in the past. And maybe this has been 4 years of not wanting to look at this missed opportunity, but I feel a new passion is being sparked here. Somebody does want to go back and revisit something from the past. And I do feel maybe they got way off track for a while. So let's see what this secret admirer is. Let's see who this secret admirer is. We got the 8 of Coins in reverse. We definitely got somebody here that did not invest in a situation in the past. And maybe they've been admiring from afar, just focused on their work. But I feel maybe a job loss that will lead to a redirection, because somebody's coming out of a period of confusion, disillusionment. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Scorpio. But I feel maybe somebody had a lot of options and they really didn't want to invest too much time in any of their options, and they kept their options open. But I feel now somebody wants to take action. Now there's clarity as to who they want to offer their cup to. And we got a King of Wands. Definitely missed out on an opportunity in the past. Was not willing to take action. But I do feel we got a King of Wands here admiring this fair woman from afar. And they're facing all kinds of challenges and delays because there's a lack of truth here. There's a lack of honesty. Somebody's not been talking, not been speaking, has been withholding communication. There are communication blocks here for sure. And maybe this King of Wands, King of Swords reverse does have people working against him. Maybe because he was deceptive in the past. Maybe there was a level of self-deception here, but I do feel healing. Healing with some truth, coming out of a ghosting, abandoned situation. This King of Wands did not invest in the past. And I feel there's anger over a missed opportunity. Maybe now they see clearly it's time to get back on track. So let's see what these challenges entail. We get the Knight of Coins in reverse. So this is slow moving. The challenge is, I feel, coming forward with a solid offer. Maybe this person has lost a job and they don't have anything to offer at this time. Maybe there was a job loss back in November. But I do feel this challenge could also be an exposure of unfaithfulness of some sort. The Knight of Coins in reverse really isn't faithful, isn't there to build a foundation. And I do feel there's going to be some type of communication, maybe about not valuing this Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins reverse, though, she doesn't know her worth, she doesn't know her value, she could have affairs. And I do feel somebody's definitely been stressed, losing sleep here, going through a period of ill health for sure. Depression, nightmares, waking up in the middle of the night, being haunted by a past judgment call, maybe not valuing this fair woman. The Queen of Coins in reverse could be somebody did not invest and did not see her worth and her value. And now the challenge is opening up the channels of communication. Because I do think there was a past betrayal and somebody's all trapped up, sitting in a whole lot of truth. A bubble's about to get burst, and there is going to be a whole whackload of communication back and forth, because I do feel somebody is making an unexpected choice in love. They want to come in and seek a reconciliation. So let's see what this dark woman has to say, because I do feel she's been working against this King of Wands. Extremely stubborn, never going to change, definitely not satisfied, but unwilling to let go because she thinks this is her person. So we got a dark woman here. I also feel trying to prevent somebody from going to maybe somebody from the past. We've got a Queen of Swords. This could be an ex, somebody clinging to control out of vengeance. And I do feel, yeah, because a decision is being made. Twos are all about decisions, crossroads. And Six of Pentacles in reversed is there's unfaithfulness here. Somebody was giving to multiple people and there is an unjust situation being made right. Absolutely. Death. Somebody's been bitten by the snake. Once bitten, twice shy. Could be dealing with a Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel there's somebody here speaking up about an injustice is what I'm feeling. And maybe this dark woman is upset because she's missing out. She's missing out on stability. And I do feel there was greed here. Absolutely. So let's take a look at this greed. Well, it's definitely got somebody to hit rock bottom. It's not about the money. It is about the love, right? And I do feel somebody was refusing the call. They were afraid, right? On one hand, they wanted to be a lone single wolf. And on the other hand, they wanted to appear strong, loyal, and dedicated. Well, I do feel there's fear. And I also feel integrating somebody's primal inner beast with their human existence. But there's blockages here. There's blockages here within the chakra pathways, what I'm feeling, due to fear. Somebody not having faith that maybe a past heartbreak can be healed. But I do feel somebody here is deeply wounded, and there's that arrow energy. And they've been in an unrequited love situation. Maybe this King of Wands was a smiling liar, went towards money instead of love, was not able to be emotionally vulnerable. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel this energy of stricken with the rods of love. And somebody's definitely been going within. Really thinking about a major life lesson, about a missed opportunity. Not willing to invest because they wanted to manipulate a situation. All they cared about was the money. And I think maybe holding on to financial security has cost somebody. But I also feel this energy of Pandora's box has been opened and somebody can't unsee what they've seen. And they need to walk away from something very unhealthy if they want their abundance to come in, if they want their ships to come in. So let's take a look at this fair woman. Because I do feel romance is in the air with this woman. Yeah, but there is a need to heal from a past heartbreak here. There is a need to heal a past misunderstanding where I feel maybe this fair woman was left brokenhearted. She's gone through a period of healing. She might have even moved on and has decided to never look back. Yeah, she's moved on from an extended period of grieving over a third-party interference. But I think something's coming back around. This lesson's not fully complete. And there's victory here. There's a lot of memories here. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, or Cancer. But I feel somebody wants to come back from the past and finish what was started. Yeah, they do. But they're not sharing this with anybody. There's that King of Swords in reverse again. Somebody here is having some communication issues. Because I think they see, you know, how foolish they were, how unjust this situation was. And I do think they want to come in and make something right, but they're still struggling with some communication. I think because the emotions are so deep. I do feel a doorway opportunity is being opened in order for somebody to get honest and to maybe come forward with some full disclosure about a situation where I think somebody was left in the dark because they were dealing with something toxic. Breaking the chains, coming out of the darkness and coming in for a missed opportunity with a whole lot of truth. And I do think this is going to be a very emotional conversation about a missed opportunity. So we're going to see what crystals might be of use in the energies today. But I feel a redirection and somebody is needing to speak from their heart. Amazonite. So I do feel somebody's really been struggling with this Mars retrograde. It's like this Mercury retrograde on steroids. And so I do feel some tense throat energy. And somebody needs to find the courage to speak their truth. And the King of Wands does find that passion, that courage to come forward as that visionary leader to speak that truth. And so I feel we got somebody here that really has undervalued themselves, and they're getting real with their inner child, asking themselves, what do they really want from this life? Because I think this current situation is asking somebody to just let themselves go after what they want and say it. Say it out loud. Say it out loud in order to make it happen. And then we get that snake energy, serpentine. So I do feel some type of Kundalini activation in order for somebody to awaken to their spiritual self. I do feel a very powerful energy between two people here, where they are connected all the way through the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And I do feel somebody needs to release a lingering, dramatic situation to get themselves unstuck. It's time to let go of some old, tired beliefs. And I do feel it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. Enough healing has gone on that it's time to have that conversation. Yeah, and I do feel somebody really is listening to their inner intuition. They're planning to take action. They know they have a big decision to make, and they are done with an old cycle here. And I think they're finding their strength to not give up and to go and solve a problem from the past that I feel goes so much deeper than surface level, and they're trusting their gut. They're trusting their gut, and that's kind of what I got, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, guys, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.